are said to be making our heart hard. But Krishna will not be interested in hard heart. Krishna is interested in soft heart, like butter. So by chanting Krishna's names, by engaging in devotional service in the association of the devotees, we can become free from all these three things. Atheistic idea, we can become free from materialistic lifestyle, and we can also become free from offensive mentality. Then our heart becomes soft like butter. Then Krishna will accept our service. That is the meaning of Navanita Navaharine Namaha. Next, holy name 25. Om Muchukunda Prasadakaya Namaha.
Om Muchukunda Prasadakaya Namaha.
Prasadaka means one who gave blessings to Muchukunda. Muchukunda was a king in the Ikshvaku dynasty, Surya Vamsha. He was a king. He lived during the Satya Yuga. This king Muchukunda was so powerful that even the Devatas were taking his help whenever there was a war between the Devatas and the Asuras. One such occasion, Muchukunda went to Swargaloka because the demons had attacked Swargaloka. So the Indra and all the Devatas took the help of King Muchukunda. Imagine Muchukunda, that means he's a interplanetary celebrity. He's not ordinary. He is wanted not only on earthly planet, he is wanted in the Swargaloka also. Right? In this world, if somebody becomes a gunda in one particular locality, he thinks that he is such a great, powerful person, isn't it? But look at Muchukunda. Muchukunda, he was so powerful that even he was helping Devatas. So one such occasion when he went to the Swargaloka, so there was a fight between Devatas and Asuras, and Muchukunda fought and destroyed all the Asuras, and the Devatas were very pleased. Tell me, what do you want? Muchukunda, we are ready to give you all kinds of benedictions. So Muchukunda said, I want to go back to the earthly planet. My kingdom, people will be waiting for me. My family members will be waiting for me. I have to go back quickly. I'm away from them for some time like that. But the Devatas informed them that we are very sorry to inform you that actually ever since you came from your earthly planet to the Swargaloka, many centuries have passed on the earthly planet, and time dilation, right? On different planets, the time speed is different. So you will not find your kingdom or your palace or your family members waiting for you back on earth. Something else you want, you can ask. So Muchukunda said, okay, I'm very tired. I want to sleep for a long time. No one should actually disturb my sleep. Anybody who disturbs my sleep, they should get burned just by me seeing at them. This is the benediction. So he was a great devotee. He got this benediction. So then he went to the earthly planet, and one cave he selected. He went and slept inside the cave. And like this, many yugas passed. Satya Yuga passed, Treta Yuga passed, now Dwapar Yuga came. Krishna had been performing his leelas. Krishna wanted to bless this Muchukunda because he's a devotee. So Krishna himself wanted to go and bless. At the very same time, there was one Kala Yavana, a demon called Kala Yavana. He was a friend of Jarasandha. He, along with his army, he attacked Mathura city. This Kala Yavana had one benediction from Lord Shiva that he cannot be killed by any weapons. Kala Yavana cannot be killed by any weapons. This was the benediction that Lord Shiva had given to Kala Yavana. Lord Krishna knew this. So when Kala Yavan came, Krishna challenged Kala Yavan for a duel. We will not fight with the entire army. You and me, only we both will fight. Like this. Kalayavan accepted the challenge. Then as soon as Krishna came in front of Kalayavan, Krishna started running away from the battlefield. That's why Krishna got this name, Ranachor. Ranachor means one who ran away. Ranachod also he is called. Especially in Gujarat, there are many temples of Lord Ranachorji, Ranachod Raiji, he is called. So he started running away. Then he started running and Muchukunda started chasing Krishna. Even though he would, Kalayavana, Kalayavana started chasing. Muchukunda was sleeping inside the cave. So Krishna started running, Kalayavana was chasing him, and Krishna entered the cave where Muchukunda was sleeping. And then Krishna hid himself inside the cave. And Kalayavana, also looking for Krishna, came to that cave, and then he saw somebody is sleeping here. Maybe Krishna is only sleeping. He thought with his leg he kicked at the king, Muchukunda. And Muchukunda's sleep got disturbed. He woke up and he opened his eyes. When he saw Kalayavana in front of him, there was flashes, there were fire coming out from Muchukunda's eyes. And immediately that Kalayavana was burned to ashes. Okay, this is a story, Leela of Krishna. So after that, Muchukunda saw all of a sudden this cave has become so bright. All these days I was sleeping here only, it was so dark. But all of a sudden, from where this light is coming, he was seeing everywhere. And then finally he could see one personality is standing. And it is from him that all this light is coming out. And then the Lord said, I'm very pleased with your attitude of service. And I have come here to bless you. Like this. So Muchukunda asks Lord Krishna to always keep him in his bhakti, in devotional service. Like this, Krishna gave the blessing to Muchukunda. Krishna is so kind that if he finds a suitable candidate to receive his mercy, Krishna will personally walk to him and give him his blessings. One such example is what he did with Maharaj Muchukunda. Another interesting thing of this Leela is that Krishna, he kept the honor of Lord Shiva's benediction. Lord Shiva had given Vardhan to Kalayavan that no weapons can be harming him. Krishna could have actually easily countered that. But still, he wanted to keep the word of honor of Lord Shiva, his benediction, his great devotee. So therefore, Krishna caused him to be killed by Muchukunda. So how Krishna is, when you see his Leelas, when you study his Leelas deeply, you will be astonished. Through one Leela, Krishna achieves multiple purposes. He made Kalayavana killed also. He kept up the promise given by Lord Shiva also. Plus, he blessed his devotee Muchukunda also. Isn't it? So, Muchukunda Prasadakaya Namaha. One who gave his blessings to King Muchukunda. That is the meaning of this name, 25th name. Next, 26th. Please repeat. Om Shodashastri Sahasreshaya Namaha.
Om Shodashastri Sahasreshaya Namaha.
Shodasha means 16. Sahasra means 1,000. 16,000. Shodasha Sahasra. Stri means wife. Right? So Krishna married 16,000 princesses. Right? This is another interesting pastime of Krishna. We all know there was one great demon called Bhaumasura. His capital city was Pragjyotishpura. Now, he was such a great, powerful demon. He had 7 layers of security for his capital city. 7 layers. Right? It is One layer was water filled with crocodiles around his palace. Another layer was electric barbs, fences. We should not think this electric fencing is only in Kali Yuga. It was there before also. Huh? Anyone who touches that will get shocked and you die. That kind of electric. Like this, he had different defense mechanisms. Basically, defense mechanism shows how fearful you are. Correct, no? If you build a defense around yourself, one of the reasons why do you make defense? Because you're afraid. Oh, problems can come. Let me. Most of the demons, if you see, Hiranyakashipu, Ravana, even this Narakasura, all these demons, they were all expert in building such defense mechanisms because they were so afraid. They knew that they will be punished by the Lord. So they wanted to safeguard themselves. And in each of these incidents when the Lord or his different incarnations killed these demons, we see how any amount of defense mechanisms cannot protect you if the Lord decides to harm you. Correct, no? Rakhe Krishna mare Krishna rakhe ke. If Krishna decides to protect you, no one can harm you. On the other hand, if Krishna decides to kill you, nobody can save you. This is the golden rule, we should remember. Demons don't understand this. That's why they are called demons. Right? So, this Narakasura, what he had done, he was so lusty. He had kidnapped 16,000 young princesses. He had kept in the prison house. And Krishna, that time was in Dwaraka. King Indra from the heaven came requesting Krishna. See, this Narakasura has given a lot of troubles. And we are not able to do anything about it. Oh Lord, you should really do something. In fact, this Narakasura, he had also gone to the Swargaloka, he had insulted Mother Aditi and many other things like that. So none of them were able to do anything against Narakasura. So Krishna had to finally go. So Krishna, one by one, when he entered the different, what was those defense mechanisms. So Krishna was able to counter all of them through various means, especially by his Sudarshana Chakra. He was able to cut off all those wired barbs and all those things. So finally, there was one demon also who was actually an assistant of Narakasura. His name was Mura demon. So there was a fight between Krishna and Mura. And Krishna killed him with his Sudarshana Chakra. Ever since he got the name Murari. Hari means enemy. So Murari. There is one name of Murari. We will discuss more details when we discuss that name. Then finally there was a fight between Krishna and Narakasura. Narakasura was killed. Now all the 16,000 princesses who were actually imprisoned, they were set free. Now they said, we don't want to go anywhere because according to the Vedic standards, if an unmarried girl is living in somebody's house for many days, she is not accepted back at her home. So they all said, neither our parents will accept us, the society will not accept us, nor we have husband to whom we can go. We are all unmarried. So we request you to accept us as your maid servants. They didn't say please accept us as your wives. Accept us as your maid servants. In your house some work will be there. We will do that work. 16,000 maid servants are coming. Now Krishna said, don't worry. I will accept you as my wives. And Krishna took them all to Dwaraka. He got constructed 16,000 palaces. Krishna expanded himself into 16,000 forms. And simultaneously he was present with each of those princesses. Not that they all had to wait for their turn, when will Krishna come to our house? No. Always Krishna is present with everybody. There is a description of this in the Srimad Bhagavatam. Once Narad Muni went to Dwaraka to see what Leelas Krishna is doing as a householder. He was bewildered. Palace after palace he was visiting. Each palace, Narad Muni saw Krishna is doing different activities. In some palace he saw Krishna is playing with his children. In another palace, Krishna is giving charity along with his wife. He is giving charity to so many brahmanas. In another palace, Krishna is discussing about some political issues with his ministers. Like this, different palaces, Narad Muni saw different activities. All Krishna was simultaneously present in every place. So this is the nature of Krishna. He is unlimited. One person, if you love 10 people, you cannot maintain good relationship with all 10 people in such a way that all of them are happy with you. Is it possible? Somebody will have complaints about you. But Krishna is the only person who can reciprocate perfectly with unlimited people simultaneously. This is the nature of God. He is not a limited person like you and me. He is unlimited in whatever he does. He is unlimited in blessing his devotees also. So, Shodasha Stri Sahasresha. Today a lot of people talk about women empowerment, feminism. But long back in Dwapar Yuga, Krishna practically did this. Those people, the women who were actually shelterless, who had nowhere to go, who were practically, they were kicked out from the society. Krishna gave shelter to them. Not just shelter like some abalashrama or something. Like an orphanage, he did not keep them as orphans. He actually kept them royally. Right? He kept them royally. This is the way. So real feminism, real, women empowerment. Krishna did this. Krishna also protected Draupadi by saving her honor in front of the entire assembly when she was being assaulted, by supplying unlimited cloth. Right? So, and the topmost devotees of the Lord are women, the gopis. Isn't it? So who can do better women empowerment than Krishna? Right? Nobody. So we simply have to accept Krishna as our master. Krishna is our master. Actually, it is explained in the scripture. Krishna is the only Purusha. He is the only male. Everyone else is Prakriti. Technically, every soul is actually female. That means what? Not in the material sense of male or female. In the sense that Krishna is our master and we are his servants. When we cooperate with Krishna, when we serve Krishna, we get all the things that is required for our protection, maintenance, and happiness. Right? So this is the lesson that we learn from this Krishna's killing Narakasura and accepting the 16,000 young unmarried princesses as his wives. Holy name 27. Om Tribhangine Namaha.
Om Tribhangine Namaha.
Three means, three, number 3. Bhanga means pose. Okay. Bhanga means pose. Now Krishna, his pose is called Tribhanga because he is curved at 3 places. Correct? Have you observed? Krishna doesn't stand straight like that. Lord Vishnu, Narayana, he'll stand straight like this and bless the devotees. But Krishna is not. Have you seen any picture of Krishna? Krishna is standing straight. Mostly he'll be in this Tribhanga position playing his flute. Now what is the reason for this? Number 1, the reason is, Prabhupada explains very nicely with one story actually. One foreigner came to India. Foreigners, now also a lot of foreigners come. They want to explore Indian culture, architecture, all such things, right? Now also there are a lot of travelers earlier. So there was one traveler who came. He wanted to know, according to these Indians, who is the Supreme Lord? He was a little philosophical person. Indians worship so many gods. So he didn't want to take the trouble of studying the scriptures and then coming to a conclusion. He thought, let us go and visit all the places of worship of these Indians, Hindus, and let me decide based on that. So he visited so many temples of so many devatas. He went to all the temples, and finally he concluded that Krishna is the Supreme Lord, even without studying scripture. How did he come to this conclusion? So his logic was, in every temple, the devata whom they are worshipping, they are engaged in one or the other activity. Right? For example, Mother Saraswati, she is playing veena and she is having books in her hand. That means she has got one department to handle, one responsibility. What is that? Knowledge. She has to give knowledge. That means someone has given her this job. Someone has appointed her in this position. That means she is not the supreme, he concluded. Then he went to some Durga Devi temple. She is holding Trishul and she is busy killing some demons. Durga Devi, she is killing demons. That means she is also assigned some work. She is also doing some work. Somebody is sitting and meditating. That means he is also not supreme. Like this, finally he came to Krishna temple. Now this Krishna temple, what is this Lord doing? He is standing cool. He has no work to do. He is simply playing flute. And he is not even standing straight like this in attention position. He is so casually standing. So with this Tribhanga position, the indication is he is the supreme authority. He is Mr. Cool. He need not report to anybody above him. He is cool, casual, playing the flute, and he is enjoying, blissful. With this, he made a conclusion that this Krishna is the Supreme Lord. This story Prabhupada said. Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur also said this story. So, that means even if you apply logic, even if you don't study scriptures, you will come to the same conclusion. Anadiradir Govinda Sarva Karana Karanam. Krishna is the cause of all causes. He is the Supreme Lord. Ishvaraha Paramaha Krishna. The greatest among all the controllers is Krishna. There is no one to whom he is reporting to. This is the understanding. So, this is the meaning of the Tribhanga. So, Tribhanga means he is standing casually. He is not in attentive position. So, he is free from all material laws. He is the absolute controller. That is the meaning. The next one, 28. Om Madhura Kritaye Namaha.
Om Madhura Kritaye Namaha.
Madhura means sweet. Akruti means form. The Lord who has a sweet form, beautiful form. There is one song written by Sri Vallabhacharya, Madhurashtakam. Madhuradhipater Akhilam Madhuram. Krishna is called the Lord of all sweetness, Madhuradhipati. And Akhilam Madhuram, everything connected with Krishna is sweet. Rupam Madhuram, his form is Madhuram. Vachanam Madhuram, his words are Madhuram, sweet. Gavo Madhuram, his cows are all Madhuram. So everything connected with Krishna is sweet. He is the Lord of all sweetness. So his form is very, very sweet, very pleasing. In fact, it is said in the Bhagavatam, the gopis would actually yearn to have the vision of Krishna. Right? They would eagerly wait when this Krishna who has gone with the cows to graze the cows in the forest of Vrindavan, in the evening he would come back and all the gopis would be standing and they'd be watching when this Krishna is coming. So it is said, Gopi Nayanotsavam. Krishna's beautiful form was a treat for the eyes of the gopis. Right? Now gopis means what? One who is a devotee of the Lord. For a devotee, the Lord's form is very pleasing. But when the demons would see the same form of Krishna, they would see death personified. Right? So, the same personality looks differently for different people based on our bhava. Yad bhavam tat bhavati, it is said. What is your bhava? What is your feeling with which you are approaching Krishna? Krishna reciprocates like that. But those who have properly understood Krishna, those who are in a right understanding, relationship with Krishna, pure relationship, for them it is Madhura Kriti. The Lord's form is fully sweet, very, very, very pleasing to look at. See, we all have this natural tendency. If we like, maybe if you may have some role models, some cinema stars, some politicians, some cricket stars. We want to put their nice photos in our rooms or on our mobile, in our DPs, in our home screen. We want to put, because we want to keep seeing that person and maybe take some inspiration or something like that. He's our role model. But actually, the role model of all role models is Krishna. So if we can actually see Krishna always, right, then we can experience Utsava, festival, treat for the eyes. Anyone who sees Krishna sees a festival. So every day, if not every day, at least we should make it a habit. Once in a week, at least I should come to the temple, have nice darshan of the Lord, treat my eyes. It is said, for a person who has got eyes, if he doesn't see Krishna, he is as good as blind person. If at all you want to realize the great fortune that you have the ability to see, you should see Krishna. Otherwise, what is the use of these eyes? Bhagavatam says it is just like painted eyes. Painted eyes on peacock. On peacock feathers we have eye-like thing. No? It is like that. That eye is looking like eye, but it cannot see. A person who does not see Krishna, his eyes are also like that peacock painted plumes. So we should use our eyes. We have got the ability to see. We should go and see the best thing in the world. The best thing is Krishna's form. Madhura Kriti. His form is very, very pleasing to look at. And then, quickly, we have 29. Om Shukavaga Dindhave Namaha.
Om Sukhavamrita Dindhave Namaha.
Shuka means Shukadev Goswami, the speaker of Bhagavatam, the son of Vyasadeva. Vak means words. Amrita means nectar. Abdhi means ocean. Indave, Indu means moon. So there are 4 words in that. Vak means speech. Amrita means nectar. Abdhi means ocean. Indu means moon. So Krishna is the moon who arose from the ocean of nectareān words spoken by Shukadev Goswami. Krishna is compared to the moon which arose from the ocean of nectareān words spoken by Shukadev Goswami. That means in Bhagavatam, the moon about whom Bhagavatam describes is Krishna. Bhagavatam is a speech of Shukadev Goswami. So we have to speak in such a way that our words are always glorifying Krishna. Otherwise we are only doing noise pollution. We have to speak in such a way that if you speak, there should be Krishna involved in that. Srila Prabhupada's spiritual master, Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur, used to run a fortnightly newspaper about Krishna, the Harmonist, I think it was called. So one of the criteria Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur would, his criteria for selecting articles to publish in his fortnightly was, how many times the word Krishna has been used in that article. Right? If more number of times, let's say there are 2 articles written by 2 devotees, both are equally good, both are equally informative, very interesting. Reader can become a devotee by reading both articles. Then how would he choose which article to publish? In which article more number of times Krishna word has been used, he would pick that article and publish in his newspaper. That means The more we hear about Krishna, the more we speak, then our words become nectareān. That's the perfection of our ability to speak. Shukavadamritabdindave namaha. The 30th name, Om Govindaya namaha.
Govindaya namaha.
Govinda means one who gives pleasure to the go. Go means, there are many meanings. Go means cow. Go means land. Go also means senses. Our senses are also called go. So, because they keep going everywhere. That's why go. So, Govinda. So, Govinda means one who gives pleasure to the senses of his devotees. As I said, no? If you make friendship with Ambani, you will be no more poor. If you make friendship with Krishna, you will have no shortage of happiness. Your senses need not have to go and search for material happiness, because you will be saturated with actual, real happiness because of being connected with Krishna, who is the source of all happiness. So since he gives happiness, pleasure to the senses of his devotees senses don't go astray. Therefore he is called Govinda. This is a very famous name. And in fact, this is the name which Draupadi called out when she was helpless in the assembly. Govinda, please protect me. Govinda Damodara Madhave. 31. Om Yoginam Pataye Namaha.
Om Yoginam Pataye Namaha.
Pati means the Lord or the maintainer. Pati iti patihi. One who maintains is called Pati. Yoginam Pati, the maintainer of all the yogis. Yogi means what? One who is spiritually advanced. He is called a yogi. But who is the actual yogi? Who is the topmost yogi? Krishna talks about this in the 6th chapter, last shloka. Yoginam api sarvesham madgatena antaratmana shraddhavan bhajate yomam same yuktatamo mata. Krishna says, he is the topmost yogi who always within his heart contemplates on me. He thinks about me. The one who is always thinking about Krishna within his heart, he is the greatest yogi. All the yogis get their powers from Krishna. Therefore he is called Yogeshwara. Yogeshwara, right? Name of Krishna. Lord Shiva is called Yogeshwara. There's a difference. Krishna is Yogeshwara. Shiva is Yogeshwara. Yogeshwara means he is the greatest yogi himself, the greatest among the yogis. Lord Shiva is always, he's sitting and meditating, right? So he is the greatest yogi. Therefore he is called Yogeshwara. But Krishna is Yogeshwara. He is the master of all the yogic processes. He is the bestower of all yogic powers. That's why he is called Yogeshwara. There is a shloka, Yatra Yogeshwara Krishna Yatra Partha. Last shloka of Bhagavad Gita. So Krishna is called Yogeshwara. He is the master of all the yogis. So unless one becomes a devotee of Krishna, he has not attained the perfection of yoga. So becoming a perfect yogi is not simply to sit and control your breath or get some yogic powers. No. Real yogi is one who has become Krishna conscious. That's why Srila Prabhupada said, Krishna consciousness is the topmost yoga system. The last name for today, number 32. Om Vatsavadacharaya Namaha.
Om Vatsavadacharaya Namaha.
Vatsa means calf. Vatsa means calf. So Krishna used to take the calves and to the pasturing grounds, right? And he would graze them. Correct? That's why Krishna is called Gopala. He would take the cows. In fact, Nanda Maharaj had 9 lakh cows, it is said. And until the age of how many years? Krishna was only taking care of calves? 6 years. Until 6 years of age, Krishna was given charge of only cows. Then, at 6 years, he graduated. That day of graduation is called Gopashtami. On that day, Krishna was given charge of cows, bigger cows. Okay, 6-year-old boy was grown, right? So Gopashtami it is called. So Vatsavata Chara, he is the one who took all the cows to the pasturing grounds in Vrindavan, in the forests of Vrindavan, and made sure that they are all protected, right? In fact, it is said Krishna had a unique way to call his cows and calves. There were big numbers of cows. So he would actually group the cows according to their colors. Black cows, white cows, red cows, cows with some patches like this. All of them would come. And then they had a common group name. Krishna would play the flute indicating different tunes to call different cow groups. And just by hearing that particular tune, the cows would come. He would make sure that no calf would go astray. He would protect them very nicely. The meaning of this is what? If we come under the protection of Krishna, Krishna will maintain us, he will take care of us, he will give us all nourishment, everything that is required, and in case if there is any danger, he will protect us from those dangers also. And even if you forget, sometimes the cows would go deep into the forest because there were so many nice varieties of grasses, they would get allured and they would keep going. And Krishna would say, don't worry, I will go and search for the cows and bring back. So like this, if a devotee's senses by chance they get carried away by the material pleasures, Krishna will not leave us. That's why Prabhupada says, even if you forget Krishna, Krishna will not forget you. So he is a very expert in not only cow herding, he is also expert in herding the senses of his devotees. So Arjuna was in a dilemma, right? On the battlefield of Kurukshetra, Krishna gave the right instructions, brought him back on track, made him understand what is the purpose of his life by speaking the Bhagavad Gita. So when we are meditating on all these different words of Lord Krishna, we are supposed to actually become more and more attracted to Krishna. That is the purpose we are discussing these names, right? Our love for Krishna should be awakened, it should become more intense. That is the purpose we are discussing the names of the Ashtottara Shatanamavali. We will continue to discuss the next set of 16 names in the next session, Friday. Please do come, don't miss. And now let us chant one round of Hare Krishna Maha Mantra. Please distribute the beads. Till the beads are being distributed, any questions anyone has? Any comments? No questions, no comments.
9 lakh cows he only managed.
Yeah, he was able to manage. So, he is able to manage Aneka Akhilanda Koti Brahmandas, many. What is the 9 lakh cows is nothing for him. But yeah, he, as it is mentioned in the Goswami literatures, that he used to play different tunes and the cows would recognize. Krishna is calling me, let's go back. Okay, let us chant now one round. Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Prabhu Nityananda, Shri Advaita Galadhara, Srivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare Ram, Ram